Hi there guys and girls, and welcome to Paranormal Investigation Stories number 30. 30, we have finally hit the magic number. This investigation was a stealth investigation in many ways, as we were not really supposed to be in the place we were. But thanks to the ability of certain people to grease the palm of a security man, thanks Rob, you know who you are, we were allowed to gain access to what is known as the Devils Arse, which is a cave in Castleton in Derbyshire. And in William Campbell's Britannia of 1586, it states, and I must read because I don't want to get it wrong, that there is a cave or a hole within the ground called the Devil's Arse, which gapeth with wide mouth, and hath in it many turnings and strange rooms. Also, it is one of the wonders of England. The cave system was known as the Devil's Arse right up until the reign of Queen Victoria. And apparently because Victoria was due to visit the site of the caves in Castleton, it had to have its name changed to Peak Cavern for fear of upsetting Her Majesty. Although it had stood as the Devil's Arse for many, many years. The devil himself is alleged to have been seen there, emerging from the cave and throwing rocks at a group of praying monks, showing his total dissatisfaction at what they were doing and for the god that they worshipped. It is also thought that the Devil's Arse is a vortex to hell itself. In folklore, the cavern itself is now used for a variety of things. There are a lot of concerts go on there, daytime tours, which run for most days of the year. You don't need the old hard hats and the miners' lamps to get in there. Within the main auditorium or the amphitheatre of the cave, there is plenty of room, and it's all well lit. It's when you go beyond the kind of tourist area into the depths of the cave where things become different. The cave is alleged to have been used in centuries past by various religious groups, and it has been used as a place of human sacrifice to whatever gods were being appeased that particular day. While we were inside the cave, we noticed how warm it actually was. It was actually warmer inside the cave than it was outside. And we were told that inside the cave the temperature remains the same 365 days a year. There is never any change. And likewise there is never any daylight. At one point all the lights were turned out, and I have never seen or witnessed anything as dark or as black ever in my life. And you could have quite easily poked yourself in the eye without ever seeing that finger coming. Just total darkness. And to some it was quite a scary experience. Those who were afraid of the dark were asking very shortly for the lights to be put on again. Personally, I kind of enjoyed the peace and the tranquility it brought. It was really nice. We progressed further into the cave and we did some photography And I guess with the caves being damp, there were quite a few orbs spotted, but we just put that down to the atmosphere being damp within the cave. We tried an EVP experiment, electronic voice phenomena, and we felt that we heard from further back in the cave a voice in Middle English saying, "Come here." It wasn't Old English and it wasn't the modern English that we hear today. So we put it down to the Middle English period. That perhaps this was a priest, a druid priest, or whatever kind of priest was in there, who was asking us, "Come here." And it was at this point when we heard the "come here" that there was also the sound of struggling, like somebody or something being dragged. There was some quite loud guttural moaning going on, and we wondered if we had actually heard the replay of a human sacrifice. And just around the corner of the cave from where we heard the noise, there was indeed the altar stone which used to be used in all these rituals. So it did kind of make your spine tingle a little, thinking that we may have actually again heard a voice from the past and heard an action from the past in where some poor soul had actually lost their life as an appeasement to whoever God it was. We went further into the cave, and bearing in mind that we were far away from all the electric lights, all the sockets, we were in the depths of the bowels of the cave, if you like, where there were no sources of electricity at all. And one of us had an EMF meter, and it started going up to 2.5, which shouldn't have happened, contemplating the fact that there was nothing electrical down there, nothing at all. We progressed a little further, and suddenly the EMF meter spiked to 12, which again was absolutely incredible. And the EMF meter reads electromagnetic fields, which we believe that spirits use these electromagnetic fields to come through and to make contact with us, the paranormal investigators. And we like to think that that's true, but again everything is subject to question. There is no concrete evidence or proof of life after death, yet so many of us within the paranormal world have witnessed so many things, seen so many things, and heard so many things that it is impossible to discount the fact that there is something way beyond the realms of our understanding. The cave itself was quite a relaxing place to be in, not as frightening as some may think, and yet who knows what horrors dwelt within that cave all those centuries ago. Who knows what fear and terror were actually experienced in there. We didn't actually see anything of a physical presence. As I say, we did hear the EVP, we did hear the guttural groaning, we did hear as though someone was being dragged or someone was struggling with others, which was all logged down as paranormal evidence, and once again maybe stone tape theory. The theory that, as we've said so many times, the fabric within this wall holds so many memories, both good and bad, and how human minds are able to download the images of the past, which is where many people become confused with the ghosts, because the residual energy is just our human mind downloading images, where a spirit is as solid as you or I who are watching this. We concluded the evening in the cave as time was going on. People were getting tired, and we were conscious that the devil himself may pop up at any minute round any of the labyrinthian tunnels that seemed to lead everywhere. It was a very, very interesting place to be, and I would recommend it to anyone to go to the caves, now known as Peak Cavern. But if you wish to check it out on YouTube, there's still plenty of it under its old name of the Devils Arse. I will leave it at that for now. I know it's a very short one for the 30th, but not much happened, to be fair, apart from what I've already said. It was a fun event, and it was good to be there. And at this point, I just want to thank you all for watching again. I hope you've enjoyed what you've heard, and I would ask, please subscribe to the channel, click on like if you like it, feel free to make any comments, and also if you have any suggestions of anything you'd like to hear about with regard to the paranormal, if I am able to help, I am more than happy to do so. Namaste.